Jim Messina, if you take a step back, I just looking at this politically, I am baffled by just how stupid, baffled every day by how stupid Republicans are. Baffled by the fact that the two biggest issues in America, the two biggest issues in New Hampshire, the two biggest issues in Iowa were what? Immigration and the economy. Donald Trump has said already to Lou Dobbs, he wants the economy to crash. He wants there to be a Great Depression. He wants people's life savings just wiped out and destroyed so he can get reelected president. So that's the economy. Now let's talk about immigration. Republicans are saying this is the toughest border security bill we've ever gotten. But House Republicans are saying, let's kill it. Donald Trump is saying, let's kill it. On the two most important issues, we have the solutions to the best that we've had in decades. And Donald Trump says no. And the House Republicans are going along. And now the Senate. These are two campaign issues that Democrats should be able to absolutely trounce Republicans on.
Oh, Joe, you're exactly right. I mean, how much longer do we need to say that the Republican Party is pro-America? Like, they're pro the Republican Party. This is some of the biggest political malpractice.
They're pro-Donald Trump. They're pro-Donald Trump. They're not even pro-Republican Party. These actions hurt the Republican Party.
You're exactly right. Because if you're a House Republican or Senate Republican, what exactly are you running for re-election on in November? You have done nothing. You have done nothing on the two issues that define the day. On the economic issue, you fought Joe Biden for 2 years on all the things that, oh, by the way, have actually saved the American economy and helped towards this soft landing we may be having. And on immigration, you're exactly right. They've been campaigning on this for 7 years. They couldn't get it done on their own. They have a deal in front of them that honestly is the best deal they are ever going to have. This is a political layup, and they can't even take this because Donald Trump called Mitch and said, oh, we can't do this because of the politics. At what point do you do what's best for your country? At what point do you do what's best for the people that you continue to lie to?
Yeah, and at what point? At what point? When the Republican Party finally turns their back on Donald Trump. And again, let's be very clear here. Donald Trump's two positions here are, one, keep the border open, because Donald Trump says keeping the border open for illegal immigrants and fentanyl is good for him, despite the fact that here, Donald Trump says keep the border open, Mitch. Keep the border open, Mikey. And they're listening. That's number one. Number two is let the economy crash. He has said it. Let the economy crash. It will be better for him. He wants your 401ks destroyed. He wants your retirement plans destroyed. He wants your stock market portfolio destroyed. He wants everything destroyed. He wants you out in the streets. He said he wants Joe Biden to be Herbert Hoover because the economy is doing so well. So again, very clear here. Forget about the fact that he stole nuclear secrets. Forget about the fact that a jury has found him guilty of sexual abuse of a woman. Forget the fact that the judge in that same courtroom said Donald Trump raped that woman. Forget the illegal payoffs to porn stars. Forget all of it. If you're out there going, oh, they're just after Donald Trump, why can't we talk about policies? All right, well, let's talk about the policies that the dictator wannabe wants to do. One, he has said he wants the economy to crash. He said it. There's tape. He said it. Chinese religious websites, Chinese cults can't get in the way of the fact that he said that truth. Trump said, I want the economy to crash, one. And number two, he's made it very clear. He said, I want to keep the border open. Open for fentanyl. Open. Democrats, are you listening? You're running against a party whose two platforms this year are let the economy crash and keep the border open. Repeat after me. Trump wants And Republicans that you're running against are going along with Trump. They want to wreck the economy and they want to keep the border open.
And yay, we overturned Roe.
Does that? Oh yeah, they want to. They want to keep
That's your
that
third.
right away. 3 and number 4.
Yeah.
I mean, number 4. They want to reelect a guy who wanted to destroy economy. Oh, and hey, wait, there's more, Mika.
There's always more.
They have promised they want to take away your health care. These are all things they said.
Right.
These are all things. This is nothing that primetime of MSNBC or the New York Times editorial page said. This is Donald Trump and Republicans. It's what they've said. Judge them by what they do. And yes, judge them when they confess.